Beauty connects people is the theme for Italy Pavilion. See how creativity comes from different places and disciplines in an unprecedented journey. Experience the Italy's extraordinary past, present, and future in this pavilion. You are going to experience an unforgettable future that presents a new educational, professional, and the business opportunities. Via this pavilion, is giving the message to foster cooperation, participation, and development through cultural and the scientific diplomacy. What you're going to enjoy in this Italy pavilion journey is the tour guide Alexandra, who is giving this every single bit what is presented in the pavilion. So let's visit this pavilion and enjoy what Italy
have an
has
open
for the
pavilion.
world.
We let air and light coming in from the outside. This is saving us a lot of energy and thus making our pavilion more sustainable. Even though I have to ask you just at the beginning, it is an open pavilion but it's still considered in Expo as a closed environment. So I have to ask you to wear your face mask throughout all the visit of the pavilion. And afterwards, as I was saying, an open pavilion which is made with these nautical ropes that together with these upside down bow tiles composing the ceiling of our pavilion, it is reminding us about the travel, the exploration, especially by sea, typical of Italian populations throughout centuries. And so just like that, we can start the visit, actually the journey throughout our pavilion.
What's on the top?
Sorry?
What is on the top?
Well, this one is upside down, an upside down bow tiles. And on the top of the pavilion, that's just the ceiling, the external ceiling, which is actually painted with the colors of the Italian flag. And it is, to be honest, the biggest Italian flag in the world right now. So,
Biggest Italian flag?
Sorry?
Biggest Italian flag?
Yeah, the Italian flag. The biggest Italian flag in the world. So, we can take place all around this installation. Well, here we can see it. There's an atomic clock at the bottom made by the Italian company Leonardo, a symbol of innovation. And on the top we have a sand clock, so to symbolize the tradition and reminding us the importance of having a link between these two elements, which is kind of important for our pavilion and is gonna come a lot during the visit. So we can proceed down to this skywalk. This is a suspender ramp that is gonna give us a panoramic outlook of all the structure before seeing them in details. And first of all, we can see on the ceiling we have this artistic installation by the Italian fashion and design company Bulgari, which is representing 7 lines of 9 points of light. So to represent the 7 United Arab Emirates, the hosting country of Expo and our pavilion in particular. And then something interesting, it is also about the paint that we use for decorating the skywalk, because in fact we used recycled food waste coming from orange peels that we use for the floor and coffee grounds for the sides of the skywalk. While right here on your left you can see two replicas of innovation from Italy. One is a tiltable rotor of an aircraft, which is a mixture of an helicopter and a plane designed by the company Leonardo. While the rocket, it is the rocket launcher Vega C from Avio, which is used to bring the satellites of the European Space Agency into orbit. So that this rocket is still representing, of course, the innovation and the exploration, in this case the exploration of space, and also symbolizing the cooperation between many European countries. And right now we are continuing down the skywalk, and just on my back you can see on these columns there is a sequence of numbers that is no random sequence, it is the Fibonacci sequence, where every number is representing the result of the addition of the two numbers before. It is a pattern that we find a lot in nature, and it is a basic of mathematics, and it was, of course, discovered by this Italian mathematician. And right now, to tell you something more, I'm just gonna wait you at the end of the skywalk where you can hear me better and clearly to tell you something more about this area.
extremely innovative.
I have a quick question.
Sorry?
So after this Expo 2020, are you gonna be here or it's gonna be closed?
It's gonna be closed.
It's gonna be closed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. At the end, yeah, because there was a long discussion, but it's gonna be closed.
Got it.
Alright, probably you notice it coming down. There is a laboratory in the center of that pond. That is the laboratory of the Italian company Tologreen, which is responsible for the control of these cultivations of microalgae. The green one, sorry, the green one is spirulina, the red one is hematococcus. They can be used to make various products such as food, fertilizers and paint. And plus they are highly efficient in doing the photosynthesis, so taking carbon dioxide and producing oxygen. In fact, this air, it is air sucked from the kitchen of the restaurant down below, which is rich in carbon dioxide, which in turn is helping the algae to grow faster and produce more oxygen. And over there we have a video directed by Gabriele Salvatore showing all kinds of different artisans products, ancient and new, that are part of the Italian uniqueness. And now we are entering instead inside this building, the Belvedere, where we're gonna see landscapes of Italy. So right here, as I was saying, we have videos from different Italian regions, and they are placed inside of this recreation of a Renaissance studiolo, while the ceiling, it is resembling the ceiling of the Pantheon in Rome, so examples of Italian architecture and Italian landscape throughout our country. After this, we can move on towards the next phase of the exhibition. Food culture. Well, actually in the video of the Artisan Products there's a lot of food in there.
Pavilion is more famous for
Well,
cheese.
still, but that's a lot of... We wanted to present also some innovation. Wow, that's okay, that's nice.
Great.
And right here we are in this area where we host temporary exhibitions. In fact, this one, it is a temporary exhibition by the Italian company Ginori, specialized in making of porcelains and ceramics and their decorations, and they are telling their story of the evolution of their decorations throughout 300 years of history of activity of this company. And there you can see also the very face of the founder of the company, Carlo Ginori. So with this fun fact, we can move towards the very most artistic part of our exhibition. And in fact, we are still talking about ceramics and maiolics with this bench made by Dolce & Gabbana. And also something innovative, it is this vegetable garden, which is packed with these biocompatible sensors that can measure the health status of the plant, so that we can be more responsible and more sustainable with the future production of food. But now, let's go towards our masterpiece in our pavilion, which is the perfect replica of Michelangelo's David. So, right here you might know the statue from Italy. It is a symbol of the Renaissance period, and this replica was made with 3D scanning and then 3D printing. And finally dusted with marble from Carrara, so that we have these innovative techniques together with Italian traditional arts to tell us what we can achieve and how to better remember and safeguard artifacts from all around the world. And then one last thing about traditional arts, it is this mosaic on the side, which is made with 2.5 million pieces of Murano glass, handmade and hand placed. And then the very last thing about the pavilion, it is in fact about the exit, which you're gonna find over there on your right. And it is through an immersive ramp, a bath covered in sound absorbing panels and infused with perfume by Acqua di Parma, so that you can have a nice calm moment of calm before exiting the pavilion. I thank you very much for your attention, and I'm gonna let you free towards the immersive experience. Thank you very much and have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I cannot.
What is your
shake
name?
hand. Alessandro.
Alexandro, thank you so much. It was a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening.
Nicolas, Tony, tu top. C'est pas un report.
Just visited Italy Pavilion, and I think you liked the theme. It was beauty connecting people. That was the theme of the Italy Pavilion. So the list is long, many more pavilion to go today. So keep watching. I would like to request you to like, subscribe, and comment my channel, and spread the word if you really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.